Hello everybody, it's Jeanette Wilde. Little project share. This is using the Thoughtful Studio papers, links down below. Real simple little project. It's just a couple of chipboard pieces covered with her papers to make the cover, and then the pages are just cardstock and then layered with the papers from Thoughtful Studio. And then just punch some holes, and there's just a simple ribbon binding. Really simple little project. And one thing I did do throughout, I kind of saw this as, yeah, you can use this for pictures, but when making it, it was just like a therapy project, just relaxing. And one of the things I like to do is I like to go over things with my glaze pens. So again, this, all it is they're little ballpoint pens. My favorites are the glaze. So the glaze, and then this is one of the, I think it's called Stardust, Moondust, Stardust, I think. It's just glitter. And they're just ink, ballpoint pens, which allows you to draw and to trace. And with this one, you get just a nice little glitter sheen. This is the clear, I think it's like a silver glitter, so there's a bunch of different colors. And then I love the glaze pens. There's a whole array of colors, but these are the ones I use the most. You can tell because they're almost empty. I use the clear, the black, and the white. And you might not be able to see it. It's very subtle. In real life, you can see it a lot better than you can on the camera. But for instance, and I probably won't, maybe there. I went over the rainbow with the clear. It just gives a tiny little bit. The glaze pens give a raised surface. There's also pens called souffle. They do the same thing, but they are more opaque. And so pastel-y and opaque, I'll say that, but give you a nice raised surface. And so with color like this, I like to go over with the clear, and it just adds a little something. And not to mention the fact that just sitting and you're not drawing the images, you're just tracing. And that just clears your mind, lets you relax, and I love doing it. So again, this is from the ephemera pack, with a little card. Just thought it was so cute. And chipboard piece, just a simple ribbon binding. The only thing, I might have tied them a little tight, so it does make turning the pages a little bit difficult, but it doesn't bother me. And like I said, I kind of went off this card, Self-Love Club, which is just adorable. Like I said, it was a very therapeutic time for me. And I think I might have gone a little overboard with the tracing because I did quite a bit of it. And again, you probably can't see it in the video, but for instance, the little heart went over with the clear. And again, this is just some cardstock and then layered with the paper from Thoughtful Studio. There are no scrapbook papers, no other papers in here. The only thing I did add, turn the page here, is the cardstock. So there's blue, there's a little bit of some yellow cardstock, and some stickers, just for little embellies. So they're like little clear stickers. It might be hard to see on the video again, but they just add a little something. And the images in here were stars and hearts and moons and sunshine. So I added a bunch of little stars and hearts, moons, and sunshine. And again, just the only thing I added was some cardstock. Everything in this is paper from Thoughtful Studio. And again, here on this little ephemera piece, I traced with the black. So you can kind of, might be able to tell this. So that was written the same as this. So it had, you can kind of tell the difference between going over it and not going over it. And In some places, yeah, I liked, going over with the pen. It just adds a little something. And like I said, it just gave me, time to let my brain go. And I just like this card without it, and just went over the rainbow. But it just adds a little something. And again here, this was actually a ephemera card, and I just used my hole punch to punch out the yep part of it with some cardstock. And again, went over with the white glaze pen. And yeah, a little tight. Maybe I should loosen up my ribbon a bit. This is a outline sticker, so I don't know if you can see that if I get close. It's just an outline sticker, so all you get is the outline part, and it's kind of raised. And I like this. You can put it on watercolor paper, and then it holds in your watercolor, for instance. What I used it here, just put the sticker onto blue cardstock, and then used my white glaze pen and filled in. So they do come out a little liquidy. It's not a huge puddle. You don't have to worry about getting huge splotches on your stuff, but it does come out a little bit liquidy, and I liked it. Just kind of nice to fill in some of those spots, so use that there. I think the equivalent of these stickers, so this is here in Germany, but I think Dazzles in the US, maybe, are the same thing. They're just little outline stickers. And on this one, isn't that paper just cute? This is another one of the ephemera cards with, let me see if I had to turn it upside down. You got to keep going to keep growing, which is just adorable. And again, I went over some of the little pieces, and excuse my hangnail, sorry about that, with the glaze pens. And this one, actually, I don't have it out with me. This is actually, I went over with the green glaze pen. So there's, like I said, there's lots of colors. So that's the only one that I used besides the black, white, and clear. I did get out the green one for just those little flowers. And then I have some little space die cuts, so dies. And so I use my dies to cut out a few little guys. And here is a little spaceship. And then, I don't know if you can tell, I just had some rhinestone. It's not called rhinestone, whatever. Little enamel dot. So cute for the little window. Little mirror card from a collection. And turning the page. So this again is another one of the ephemera cards, and I kind of cut out some parts and just used this piece. And here is the silver, the glitter, and then I went over it again, just that piece and the stem of the umbrella with the clear. Just adds a little nice something. And I had to hold myself back. I wanted to go over every one of these. I may end up doing it anyways. It's just, I find it fun, which is, again, why they're all almost empty, because I may go a little overboard sometimes with it. But if I can grab this stupid page here. And this is a little tag from the ephemera kit. And again, just went over with the white glaze pen. Just makes it a little red. Maybe you can see that, I don't know. And then there are my little stickers. Made a little vellum envelope, and the glue on this part was fine, but when I glued down the bottom of the envelope, I got some splotchies. So I used some of the papers just to cover up the bottom of my little envelope. And this is a little star, and actually I used, it's kind of a dark gray moon dust pen, and I just went over the little star with the moon dust pen. Isn't that adorable? I think they're so cute. And again, can't see it as well. So these actually used a wink of Stella, and one thing I've noticed is that wink of Stella just rubs off. This does not. So, but I don't like to use this for large areas because you'll sit there forever just scratching all over it. So I did use my wink of Stella, and I'm noticing that it's almost all gone. So that was useful. A little annoying, but still a lot of fun to just sit and go over. And another of the ephemera cards, and I really need to loosen up those ribbons. And again, I went over the U with one of the glaze pens. It's actually a blue glaze pen. So I lied, not just the green. I used the blue one, but you can kind of maybe might be able to see that a little better. So I went over the U and the little lines with the blue glaze pen and added a couple of little stickers. And I didn't do anything to him. My gosh. My little ephemera cards. Isn't he cute? And then that same set of dies that I have that does the rocket ship makes these little planets. So I just made a little planet and a couple of little stars for my stash to decorate that page. And that is it. So really simple, just cardstock layered with the paper and hole punch. And you've got yourself a little book. And like I said, I recommend it's a nice little way just to add a little something, but also, you know, it really lets your mind just float away. So I love going back through some of my little projects like this and just zoning out while I trace over and add that little something something. So all the links to Thoughtful Studio, all of her papers, all of her stuff will be down below. So definitely go take a look. Hope you enjoyed this. Really simple project. Give it a try. And please like and subscribe. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.